Hey guys, welcome back to Amanda's Favorites, where I have new videos every week and I share an extra personal monthly video or Zoom call with my patrons. If you're interested in checking out that, the link is down in the description. Today's video is Kitlife's launch video, you guys, and this video is going to be a little bit less unedited than normal because I really wanted to get this up on launch day for you. And I didn't receive them till like 2 days before launch day, and I didn't even plan to get this video for launch day, to be honest. I really wanted to. It's just going to be one of those less edited videos. Let's jump right in. Before we jump in though, I want to make sure you know that I have a $5 off code to Kitlife if you are purchasing any planner or calendar item. You put in the code Amandasfavorites and that will give you $5 off over and over and over. As long as it's on a planner or calendar item, you can get $5 off every purchase, which is just an amazing deal because Kitlife already is one of the best bargains out there in the planner world. For the quality they give you and the price, I just don't really think it can be beat for those two together. So let me just tell you the prices up front, and then we're going to go through the planners. And their covers this year are absolutely amazing. I think they are my favorite set of covers that Kitlife has ever done since I've been reviewing them in the past like 5 years. This is my favorite cover, the Rise and Shine. It just reminds me of yoga, and anything right now that reminds me of yoga and that peaceful feeling, it has my heart. So I think this is my very favorite. It has gold foiling on it. You have a gold coil. You have the band, and it continues on the back. Your insides are just white on the inside end pages, but this is your dated daily, and your dated daily is $34 this year. Use my $5 off code. That is only $29 for a dated daily planner, you guys, with 100 GSM paper, which is 68 pound. We will go all through the pen test. Their weekly planner is $28. Use my $5 off code, and that is only $23 for a weekly planner with 120 GSM paper, equating to 80 pound paper. So the paper in the weekly is thicker than the daily. And then I wanted to show you the box that it comes in. Every year they have a cute little box, and it fits your planner just perfectly. And this is their marble cover. Now, I should have looked up the names of the covers. I wrote everything else down on my clipboard, but not the names of the covers. This has silver foiling on there, and you have a little teal, and the rest is really just gray. So this is your most understated cover. I like that the band is mint, though, to go with that mint teal color there. And this is your undated daily with 6 months in here for $30. So with my code, only $25 to have an undated daily, and there are tabs in here for your 6-month undated daily. Now, I don't know if confetti is going to come in every box, but it came in every single one of my boxes, and it makes it feel really fun, like you are just getting something special on your birthday. And every planner purchase comes with this white heart eraser this year, which is just cute, especially if you have a little girl to give it to. That just comes in your box, and the box fits your planner perfectly. Also, something to note, every single order off Kitlife is free shipping. So it's pretty much like Amazon, you guys. So not only are their prices already amazing, like I would say it's the best bargain out there in the planner world, and then you add my $5 off code, which you can use on every purchase, and it just becomes unbeatable. And then free shipping also from their website. Just don't forget to enter my code, though. I'm notorious for forgetting to enter codes. I also have an affiliate link to Kitlife. I would be so grateful if you were doing shopping. If my content and videos here have ever helped you, if you would click through my affiliate link to get to the website to do your shopping. That gives me credit for your sale, shows them how many people I bring to them. I also make a small percentage of the sale, but you still sign into your account and everything there looks the same. So thank you so much for going through that extra step to help support my work here. All right, let's jump in. I feel like everyone always wants to see the daily first. Now, with these planners being so affordable, I always say this. It makes the perfect planner to give your daughter in middle school or even high school to start out using a really pretty kind of fancy looking planner, but without paying a luxury planner price. It also makes the perfect planner for you just to try out a different layout. If you've never tried a daily and you want to try one, it's perfect at this price. If you want to try the vertical weekly layout with the hourly, I'll show you that next, and still room for to-dos. It just lets you play around in a planner and try it out at a very affordable price to try out different layouts, test out different things. If you don't need a daily every day, but just some days or just on work days, then you could get the Undated daily, or you could even get the dated and not feel bad about not using the weekends at this price. It also makes a great second planner. So if you want a planner just to track your goals, your wellness, I'm going to show you why this one might work out perfectly for that. As a second planner, also just to journal in this daily, because of the design of the daily page, the layout makes a perfect journal. So let's jump in. It comes with this little tag in which you see the Kitlife gals. They're Jess, Liz, and Jenny, and it just tells you a little bit about their company. This cover, once again, is my favorite, gold foiling, gold coil on the Rise and Shine. The daily comes with all three covers, so you have all three cover choices in it. Your cover is a hardcover. Your planner also comes with stickers at this price, which is pretty amazing. Now, this year, they used a different manufacturer for their printing. So even though their paper is the same specs as last year, it's the same paper weight, it feels a little bit different, and the planner feels a little bit different. I will try to describe that to you in case you used their planner last year. Also, their stickers are matte instead of, they were more glossy last year, just to let you know, with the different manufacturer. But you have some fun decorative stickers there. You have some functional stickers and icon stickers here. These, of course, are their colors that run throughout their planner. And you have a little pocket here. It's not super thick. I mean, it will hold your stickers or anything little that you need to put in there. It is a coil that is not an O-ring, which many people love because so many people don't love O-rings. Even though they don't give me a lot of issues with how many planners I share, I've really rarely had an issue with an O-ring. I mean, it does happen sometimes. So you have a full coil for your planner to slide on in here. Their tabs are in all the colors that run throughout their planner. If you're new to them, it's like a light pink, a navy, a yellow, a green, and then you just run through those colors again. Those colors are also the colors that show up on their daily pages. Let's just look at this blank daily page first. We're going to get the lay of the land here on their daily page. You have a little header up here if you want to write anything for the day, any motivation or focus, but there is your day and date, and that color changes and just rotates through your pages. We'll get into these monthly check-in pages in a bit. All these monthly check-ins and coloring pages. Here is what their weekend looks like. So let's flip here because you can see a normal page next to their weekend. So their weekdays, you have a top 3. Your holidays are noted there up the top. You have 12 tick-off boxes here down the side. And then you have 15 lines on this side. This top section can really be used in so many different ways. I've seen a lot of people use the Kitlife Planner as a journal and kind of wellness and goals check-in. The daily page really lends itself to that with having all this horizontal room here, only a very light line in the middle. So if you would like to journal all the way across or script your day, write about how you're feeling, your wellness check-ins, you can write all the way across with just long tasks or to-dos. So if you're someone like me who does not like to be restricted by really short sections, first of all, I will say these are longer sections than a lot of daily planners. But then if you extend it, you can write full sentences for your to-dos. And you have your top 3 up there. Then you have a space for gratitude, activity, and meal plan to remind you to be taking care of all those sides of yourself. And that's why I said this also makes the perfect wellness planner check-in, or it can just house your wellness and goals in your daily planner. There's a little prompt there that says self-care to what did you do that day for your self-care to prompt you to remember that. But it's on the very bottom line and small, so if you don't want to utilize that, it's okay. There's a quote on every day, but not the weekend days. And here is your hourly slot, 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. And the lines are long enough if you wanted to divide the lines to put half hours on this side, you could definitely do that. Or if you had a half-hour appointment and you just want to write in here like 6:30, that would be simple too, unless you need the hour and the half hour. So your appointments are down here. I love the layout of this daily page. I love how the whole daily page, half of it is not taken up with your timed schedule, because a lot of people don't need that. A lot of people don't want to time block their whole day, or they don't have enough appointments to take up their whole day. And this way, you can just glance down here and see your appointments or your errands or anything that rules your day by time. And then you can really focus on your to-dos. You can just have room for notes here if you're using this for your to-dos. So I really like their daily page. It's very different from most daily planners. Then their weekly page here does combine Saturday and Sunday. You have room to write a weekly intention up here to be thinking of your next week coming up is what I'm thinking. Or it could be on your previous week. You can go to the end of the week and write it thinking about that week and then checking in with it at the end of the week. Did you focus on that? This is a really helpful section in a daily planner. You can either use this for the week you're on here or for the upcoming week. So it could be for meal planning, or it can just be writing your major appointments or events for the week here, or maybe what major project are you going to work on each day? What's your focus going to be? So in a daily planner where you don't have that weekly view, I feel like this is so helpful that they threw it in on the weekend page. This is your typical 7x9 page size in a planner, and that is a generous page size for a daily because you guys know a lot of dailies are smaller than 7x9. On the weekends, you don't have any time slots. You just have tick off to-dos. And then at the bottom, you have two little clocks at each day where if you have a timed appointment or something, you can write it in there and you could highlight it. You have 11 slots here on your weekend. I feel like it's really ample room on a daily page. I would love to know how you guys feel about this daily page layout, whether you've tried it or not. It's different than most daily planners, and I'd love to hear about it down in the comments. Let's go to my pen test, and then we're going to walk through the planner from front to back. Here's my pen test page. This is your daily, so it is 100 GSM paper, which equals 68 pound. It feels like it has a little more tooth to it than last year's paper. So some of you guys might like that. Now, I don't compare it to like ERIN CONDREN paper. It doesn't feel as toothy as that, but it feels like it has more tooth than last year's paper. Last year's felt smoother to me. I like this paper. It seemed to take every pen really well. Now, does this paper feel like luxury, amazing, thick paper? No, because look at the price of the planner. But I feel like it's amazing paper for the price of the planner. Guys, with my $5 off code, you can get this entire daily planner for $29 and free shipping. I cannot emphasize that deal for the quality you're getting and the colors on every page, and I'm going to show you the other monthly pages it comes with. You can tell I'm really excited to share this Kitlife with you, and I really do enjoy sharing Kitlife because it is just one of those bargains in the planner world. And I feel like not everyone wants to pay a luxury planner price, especially if you're trying out a planner for the first time, if you're just getting into planning, if you're getting your child into planning, if you need a second planner, if your layout for the year is not working and you need to switch, all these things, or just if you don't want to spend that much on your planner, which I completely understand. Here is your pen test page. Let's take a look at the back. Here is the back of your pen test page. As you can see, absolutely nothing is bleeding through. Nothing. There's very little show through. I'm actually really impressed with 100 GSM paper at the show through in here because I used a dark mild liner, ERIN CONDREN dark dual tip, Papermate flares, really inky Sharpie S gel pen, everything in here. And there is your pen test. So that is your 100 GSM paper in here. The weekly has thicker paper. Let's walk through from the front now. And I also want to mention that last year they sold out of their planners really quickly. And for the rest of the year, I had no planners. So I'm sure they're not going to do a reorder this year either. They did not do a reorder last year. And last year was the first year in many years that they did not do an academic planner. So I can't tell you if they're not going to do one this year. I honestly do not know their plans, But last year, they sold out of the calendar year and they did not do an academic planner for the first year in many years. And people were really sad and disappointed when they missed out and it wasn't available anymore. And then when the academic didn't come along, which we were all expecting. So I would just say this year, plan on them not having an academic since they didn't last year. I don't know. And if you really want one of these, I say grab it, especially if there's a certain cover you want. I don't know how many they ordered this year compared to last year, but last year they were sold out for a very long time and no one could get any of their planners. Here is your nameplate page. Then you have a letter from the Kit Girls, little note from them talking about what does Kitlife mean, their self-care, gratitude, and inspiration. They talk about monthly planning, daily planning. So these are just their intentions for making this planner. Of course, you can always use a planner how you wish and how it fits you. You have a 2023 planning dashboard. This is your 2023 dated planner. So that is a year at a glance, but all on one page. So it is pretty tiny, but you could highlight your days off school in certain colors, vacations in certain colors, and all your holidays for the year are underneath that year at a glance. Then you have noteworthy dates where each month is labeled and you have 5 lines under each month where you could write the birthdays, anniversaries, or vacation days, days off school, whatever you need to note. Or you could use this for goal and project planning if you don't need it for those dates, or for bills, for anything that you wish. Then you go into their quarterly check-in pages. Every quarter you have these quarterly check-in pages. Quarter 1, they're asking you to reflect back here on 2022 in quarter 1. You take a personal inventory, and one of the things they record are things about your health, your overall health, your activity levels, your body confidence. Self-care is more than a trend. How are you supporting yourself lately? Am I choosing healthy foods? Am I feeding my mind with inspiration? Am I filling my heart with love and kindness? Is my internal dialogue positive? And that's just a yes, no check off. And this one's just rating you by number. They do have a spot to put in current weight and current sleep. Of course, if you're not tracking your sleep or tracking your weight, then don't put that in there. Quarterly goals. You have room for 4 quarterly goals listed here. And so you're going to look back on these for setting your monthly goals. Every month, these are laminated tabs and the monthly page is thick. It's like a cardstock page. So it is thicker than all your other pages. You have like a monthly dashboard check-in page here. It says, with each month comes new opportunities to grow, learn, and challenge yourself. In the days ahead, make time to cultivate your best life and then be grateful for it. So they give you some monthly challenges, or you make your challenges based on these categories. Spread kindness, send snail mail, include seasonal produce in your meal planning, and learn and try something new this month. You make yourself monthly challenges based on those prompts. And then you have notes room for the month. That could be a to-do list for the month. It could be jotting down big gratitudes or just noteworthy things that happened that month. Could just be for journaling. So that's there for every month. And those prompts stay the same every single month throughout. Then you go into your monthly layout. Layout is a typical Sunday start. Your holidays are at the bottom of each day, really small in a light gray in a kind of cursive script. And they are marked with a little mint green little flag icon. So your holidays really stand out when glancing at the month. You can see how many you have and where they are. You do have a little room up here if you wanted to write a quote or any kind of focus for the month, but I like that they didn't leave a huge header. So it is really utilizing most of the page real estate for your monthly boxes and giving you good sizes of monthly boxes. All the print is in a light gray. Then you have your previous month at a glance and your next month at a glance. I know lots of people like to use those on their monthly layouts. And then you have a little note section. After your monthly layout, then you have your monthly check-in pages. But I really like how they have hooked their tabbed page to the monthly layout. So when you open your tabbed page, you are on your monthly layout. Then after that is your monthly check-in. So not only do you have a quarterly check-in page and you have your welcome to the month page here, you have this 2-page spread, which is your monthly check-in. I told you this planner comes with a lot for the price, you guys. You have room for 4 monthly goals. So what is your focus for the month? You have room for 4 habits that you want to use that month to support your monthly goals, or they could be separate from your monthly goals. And then you have habit tracking for a lot of habits. Let's count this. If I counted right, you have room for 14 habits that month. I personally would never be tracking 14 habits in the month, but with how tiny they are, you could also go every other line and just track 7 habits, which I'd probably go every other line. And that way it would just be easier to see. If you're not tracking that many habits, you could definitely skip the lines. You have a little notes room here. And I really like monthly habit trackers versus weekly habit trackers. You guys know me, I even love my yearly habit trackers. I feel like when you look at something on a bigger scale, yes, every week it's nice to see how you're doing that week, but if you look at something on a bigger scale, you can really see how you're doing. Instead of just thinking, man, I missed 3 days this week, you see the whole month overall and that you're actually doing pretty good. And then every month they have these same categories, but they give you different prompts in the categories every month. So books to read, podcasts to listen to, plans to be social, healthy eating intentions, fitness, and movement plans. Then your prompts are different under those same categories every month. If this doesn't jive with you, then don't worry about it. You don't have to fill out every page in a planner. But if you like these prompted kind of journaling and also giving you challenges, then it's just an extra thing in your planner. Or you can jot down the book you were reading that month. It doesn't have to be books to read. I would probably jot down the books I was reading that month, the podcasts that I was really liking that month, if I was social that month. So I'd probably do it as in the looking back on versus the coming up. But that's where I say use a planner however it works for you. Healthy eating intentions, that's good to set for the month. Or I might even record how I thought I did for the month. So it'd be more like my check-in on myself. Fitness and movement plans, or you could do that as in looking back on, kind of like reflection. So however you want to use it. But here are like their little challenges. I'm just going to read you these to give you an idea. But every month, those little challenges are different. So I might read you like 2 of them just to give you an idea. Don't commit yourself to reading more books than you can handle. Discover new shows to keep your faves Discover new shows and to keep your faves organized by finding an app with a user experience you enjoy. That's good. I did change my podcast app to do that. Plenty to choose from. Yes. Plans to be social. Consider gathering an accountability group to share your annual goals with. This month, opt for seasonal squash and root vegetable-based soups packed with nutrients and warmth, and that's for January. And while the weather may still be cold where you are, opt for an online workout where the sun is shining. So those are really just nice prompts and inspiration to get you thinking. Like the next month said, read books you actually want to read. You'll find building a reading habit is easier than ever. 100% agree. Then they go on and they give you different prompts under every single one for every month. So I think that's just something nice added in for the price of this planner. That is the flow of the whole daily planner. You have the quarterly check-ins, you have those monthly pages. When you get to the end, you have this tab labeled Extra. You have a 2024 Planning Ahead year-at-a-glance dashboard with 2024 holidays. You have noteworthy dates for 2024 if you're setting vacations or just doctor dentist appointments. And then you have a couple of notes pages. You have 11 notes pages back here, and that's a lot to fit in a full daily planner with a daily page every day. Yes, Saturday and Sunday are combined. That is the very end of your daily planner. Your band is at the back. And yeah, it has weight to it because it is a daily planner, but I don't feel like it's like on the super hefty end of daily planners. Because I feel like while their cover is hard, it is not super heavy or cumbersome or super thick. It's just the right amount. So I feel like it can still be a portable daily planner. I will try to remember to weigh these and put the weights in here or down in the description. But you can see the huge difference between the weekly and the daily. Let me pull out the 6-month daily. And then in your 6-month daily. So the 6-month daily does feel a little bit thicker than the weekly, but not much. And then, of course, your full year daily is a lot thicker. But these two are so portable and light. And even this one, like I said, is definitely not anywhere near the heftiest daily planner. Or some weekly planners are honestly even more hefty than this daily. Next up is the weekly planner. How beautiful is this floral cover? I know that Liz designed this floral cover herself, and I think she did a stunning job. I don't know if she did all her covers. I'm going to have to ask her and include that here or in the description because I think that's amazing. I absolutely just love all the colors on here and the floral. It's beautiful. And even the gold foiling for this price and gold coil to match the cover on this one. Now, a lot is the same in the weekly, so we're not going to go over it. The stickers, the pocket, all this in the beginning. Everything's the same. All your quarterly check-ins and your welcome to the month pages are the same. Your monthly layouts are the same, and your monthly 2-page check-in page is the same. Here is your weekly page. The price on the weekly, again, is $28, but if you put in my $5 off code, Amandasfavorites, it's only $23 for the weekly. I still can't get over that, you guys. This paper is 120 GSM, so it is thicker than your daily paper, which makes it 80 pound. But I want to tell you, it does not feel anything like 80 pound ERIN CONDREN paper. Even though papers can have the same weight, they can feel very, very different depending on what type of paper it is. Obviously, this planner you can get for $23. It is not going to feel like the same as some of the luxury planner papers, but you also pay luxury price for that. So here is the pen test on the 120 GSM paper though. And you can barely see it's even written on. Of course, nothing is bleeding through and very little show through at all. To me, I almost can't see from where I'm sitting that it's even been written on. I used all the dark ERIN CONDREN dual tips, 2 dark lines of mild liner highlighter, Papermate Flare, very inky Sharpie S Gel. I think that's my inkiest pen that I use in pen testing right now. Let's look at the layout of this weekly. Last year, they went back to this vertical layout and people were so enthusiastic about it. They had tried a horizontal layout. People loved this, and so they brought it back. In the weekly layout, you have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday on your left page, Thursday through Sunday on your right page. Saturday and Sunday do share a slot, which makes your weekly slots bigger on the 7x9 page. Now, I was saying it was 7x9, but it is actually, the page is 8.5. So I was wrong, you guys. The page is exactly 7 by 8.5. So it's not quite as big as a 7x9 planner page. Your columns here are a lot wider than a lot of other weekly planner with the vertical columns because of Saturday and Sunday sharing a slot. So if you don't need a huge room for Saturday and Sunday, this is a really good planner. Or if you are just using this for work and you don't really need much room on Saturday and Sunday, this is good too. But I feel like you still have a good amount of room here. You have a top 3 every day up here. But if you don't want to use it for a top 3, you can use that for your workout. You can use that for your weather. You can use that for your dinner. Use it for whatever you need it for. Then you have to-do list slots, but there's no tick-offs. So your to-dos could take up more than 1 line, or this could be notes, or this could be journaling. There are 10 lines here, and then 1 line with a little heart, which is to remind you for your self-care. That's your 11th line. So 10 blank lines. This is your 11th line. Then you have 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. time slots. If you need half hours, like I said on the daily, you can either just write in the half hour, or if you need half hours, like you need a lot of half hours, you can divide that time out and that can be your half hour slot. You have gratitude here at the bottom for the week. So just to make you think, to be focusing on gratitude. And there is a weekly quote on the right-hand side of every week. Up here, you have a weekly intention space for every week. So they have really used every ounce of page real estate here for really useful things. Of course, if you don't want to fill in the gratitude because you do a separate gratitude journal, that's great. If you don't need to put in a weekly intention because, you don't do that, or you're using a different planner or journal for your goals and weekly intentions, don't worry about it. They're just little teeny slots on parts of the page that would never get used anyway. So if you're someone who likes to mainly have your to-dos up front and focused on for your weekly days, and then you can glance down here and see what you have time slot wise going on, instead of the whole thing being an hourly planner, I love how they combine hourly with to-do list. And I love how you can easily glance across the bottom and just see your appointments for the week. And your to-dos are up front and top and focused on. This is kind of the way my life is right now, so this makes sense to me. Then on Saturday and Sunday, you do not have any time slots. You just have your top 3 boxes. And then you have your to-do list lines. You have 10 to-do list lines, still the same number of lines there. And the 11th line is your self-care line. So that is your weekly layout, and the flow of it is, oh, and we didn't talk about these coloring pages in the other one. The flow of it is the same throughout the weekly. You have these coloring pages thrown in on every single month, unless you are having, I believe when there's a quarterly update. Yeah, the quarterly update is where the coloring page would be. But other than that, you have these coloring pages, which you don't have to color. But if you want to, and there's your quarterly update, if you want to color them, they're dot grid. You could use them to like write inspiration, quotes, a little mind map or web, whatever you're focusing on that month. You could put stickers and washi there. So it's just a fun decorative page they've thrown in there. And then when you have the quarterly check-ins, you don't have it there. And that's the same in the daily planner. Then when you get to the end of your weekly planner here, you have once again all the extras, the extra section, and it is the same 2024 dashboard, the same for 2024 noteworthy dates. You have 9 lined notes pages back here, but you do have these 2, so that really makes it 11. So really 11 total. And then you have some extra pages here in the weekly that is not in your daily planner. These are grocery shopping lists. So where you can make a weekly meal plan, and this page is perforated. So you can tear off your grocery list, which is divided by fresh produce, meat and dairy, dry goods, frozen foods, and all other. The back is another weekly meal plan. So you can utilize both sides. There is 12 of those if you count front and back. And so of course there's not enough for the whole year. But if you're like any family like us, we repeat our meals a lot. So maybe by season, you have 12 different meal plans going per season, and you can just pick one when you don't want to think about it, and those are just meals that your family loves in that season, and you can reuse them throughout the year in that season. You might even label it fall, spring, or whatever month that meal plan is for. It's there for you to utilize however it's helpful for you. Travel planner, tear and take. So now you have some travel pages, travel plans, and then your packing list, which is also perforated, and it is the same front and back. You have enough for 4 trips here, front and back. Then you have monthly budget pages. It is a half a page per month, and you have enough for the whole year here, where if you just want a little glance at your budget and you want your budget notes in your planner, you have income, budget, actual, variance, and you have a lot of the main things filled out here: savings, mortgage, rent, utilities, insurance, wellness, phone, internet, auto, gas and tolls ×4, groceries ×4 for each week, entertainment ×3, and then budget, actual, variance, and totals for each. So if you're someone who wants your budget in your planner, you have enough there for your whole year. And that ends your weekly planner. Your end pages are just white. Like I said, they used a different manufacturer this year, so the feel of your cover and your end pages is going to be different this year. There are a little bump there at the back, just so you know, from your band being tied in, but I don't see an issue with that personally. And that is your weekly planner. Last up, let's take a look at the daily undated. Here is your most understated cover, and every single planner layout this year comes with all 3 covers. So there are all 3 covers in each one of these different layouts. The Undated Daily is $30. My $5 off code, Amandasfavorites, gives you $25 for a 6-month Undated Daily. So an Undated Daily gives you the option to just try it out and not waste any pages, to only use it on those days that are extra busy. Some people do not need a daily every day. Or if you're someone who only uses it on work days and you really don't want to have the weekends in there and you just want to have a smaller book to carry around, then this is also another option. You have the same pages in here. You have a welcome to your month page, but you do not have the quarterly check-in. So you have a welcome to your month. You have your monthly layout, which you have to fill out because it's undated. You have blank tabs, which I'm not sure if they're going to offer stickers for this year or not to purchase. So you might want to check their site when you're purchasing. If not, other companies have little stickers, or on Amazon, if you don't want to write those in on there yourself and just a permanent marker. So there's your monthly layout. You have your monthly check-in pages, exactly the same. You have those coloring pages stuck in there too. And then your daily page is exactly the same, except you have to write the date there. So your top 3, your tick off to-dos, your notes or journaling, and then 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. on the daily page, gratitude, activity, meal plan, and your quote on every single daily page. Also, something about the Undated daily is if you really want full pages for your weekends, this is a way to get them also, because you don't have shared weekend pages here, but then you also don't have those week at a glance with the weekend on here. So that is just something to think about. You have your whole month of daily pages, and when that ends, you just go into your next month. You're welcome to your month page. You have to fill in the month, of course, there. And then your monthly layout, which you have to fill out. And then your monthly check-in 2-page spread. It looks like these prompts are the same. Just reading the first month. Yeah, the first month is the same. So I'm guessing all these prompts are the same going throughout the other months. So if you started in January, they're going to line up seasonally for you. And if you're not starting this in January, then they won't exactly, those little prompts, challenges with those monthly categories won't line up seasonally for you, but that's not a big deal to me. Okay, then you end your 6-month daily planner with some notes pages. You have 12 lined note pages. Your lines in all these planners, as you can see, are a light gray, but not too light. And then your dividing lines are a darker gray. So I can see them without my reading glasses, so I don't feel like they're bordering on the too light of line thing. And that is your daily planner. So your band on the floral is a beautiful light pink to match the floral. I was just going to give you one last look at all the covers. Your band on the Rise and Shine is a nice navy that matches all those colors. And then your band on the marble, or I'm not sure what this one is called this year, but your band on this one is a mint green that goes with the middle circle. So they both have gold coils, except for this one is silver to, of course, match the cover. And all these covers, I love this year. I really do. Okay, guys, I'd love to hear all your thoughts down below. I know lots of you have used Kitlife in the past. I would love to know your thoughts. I would love to know who's thinking about picking one up and which cover and which layout you're getting and what you're going to use it for in your life. So share with all of us down below, because you will definitely give me some new ideas, and other people might love to read through them also to get some ideas of how to use them. If you are purchasing from Kitlife, do not forget to punch in my code Amandasfavorites to give you $5 off your planner or any calendar product. It works on that. If you're just purchasing other products from their shop and not a planner or calendar product, then the $5 off code won't work. My affiliate link is down there to go to their website and make a purchase and give me credit. Thank you so much for going to their website through that to purchase. All right, guys, take care of yourselves so you can take care of others. Have a good week. Thanks for watching. We'll talk down in the comments. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.